Hey fellow Star Trek fans, I got another model kit to give you some information on. Sticking with AMT, well, if you've looked at all my videos by now, you can probably guess that I'm quite fond of AMT model kits. Anyway, this one is the AMT ERTL Star Trek The Next Generation USS Enterprise Ncc 1701-D. And what makes this one special is that this kit actually comes with fiber optic lights, fiber optic cable, and lights to produce the Enterprise the way she should be, lit up and beautiful. This kit, I'll show you some of the features that this kit comes with. Let me put it up for you. As with all the kits that I do and give you information on, I will put up still photographs of the decal sheets and the instructions, and feel free to pause the video and check them out. This detailed model kit includes the following items for illuminating the USS Enterprise. Over 2,000 inches of fiber optic filament, 6-volt DC power source which requires 4 C batteries, a micro drill with built-in drill bit. Actually, the drill bit's not built in. It come with 2 drill bits that you can change. The drill requires 2 AA batteries, the power source jack and wiring, the 12 light sources, and I'll get into that in a bit, and 4 chrome reflector strips, batteries not included. It does run on batteries. It could be modified to run on a plug depending on the base that you use for it. I'll show you some of the box art. It shows you the Enterprise NCC 1701-D. Of course, this was introduced to us in, I believe it was 1987, with the debut of Star Trek The Next Generation. Let me show you a little bit close-up on the ship. There are a couple of models that when I did research on or wanted to see, there wasn't really a lot out there, and this kit was one of them. I originally got this kit to do an unboxing and show you guys the build step by step, but I gotta tell you, AMT released a clear version of this kit, and the clear version pretty much makes it so much easier to light. With this, all the cables have to run, all the fiber optic cables run individually. I'm not very good at that. I have done a fiber optic kit. Let me show you the box art to that kit that I'm talking about. I have done this one, the Enterprise Incident AMT model kit. Some of the details are the same. And the fiber optics, the cables themselves are like strands of hair. And it is very time consuming. You have to have a lot of patience. And it is, the level of difficulty is higher. I do have a video on this kit if you want to check it out to see the build and how the finished product came out. But anyway, that's the other fiber optic kit that I've dealt with or built. AMT really is the pioneer kit manufacturer for Star Trek. Think back to all the amazing model kits of the USS Enterprise. And of course they go over the top because the several of them were lit. They would actually come with lights, and they were really ahead of their time. One of my personal favorites, the 1966 release of the AMT USS Enterprise Ncc 1701. Just put that down. I'll put this back a little bit. Of course, this one came this release came with working lights. Upper, lower dome, and power unit equipped with operating lights and colorful Star Trek decals. Twin power units also work, and it was a total length of 18 inches. This kit was the second release. I'm sorry, this wasn't the 1966 release. This was the 1968 release. It says 66 on the box, but that's the Desilu Studio Productions trademark when it first came out. The first box that came out stood upright, and the top and the lower parts of the saucer section were lit, but the Bassard collectors were not. This kit features the lighting of the primary hull as well as the Bassard collectors on either side. So this is a pretty amazing kit. If you're looking for this kit that has the lights and you're not sure what to look for, you can look for Captain Kirk, and you can look for the As Seen on NBC TV stamping on the side of the box. I've done a video on the complete history of this model kit if you want to check that out. The next one came, the pioneering model kit for the Enterprise, came in 1979, and it was during the release of Star Trek the Motion Picture. They came out with this kit, also ahead of its time because it featured saucer lights that really work. It lit up the primary hull or saucer section. And it came out with the rainbow effect decals, and they increased the size of the model. The previous release, that one that was lit, was 18 inches, and he moved it up to 22 inches for the depiction of the Enterprise refit. Of course, they refit the Enterprise, NCC-1701, and you would imagine that it increased the size a little bit. And it shows you the finished model with the lights and the decals on it. This one introduced the no-fuss rub-down transfers that required no water, but after this kit, all the releases of the Enterprise went back to water slide decals. The saucer lights, they resurrected the base or stand that was originally introduced in this kit, the triangular base, and the rainbow decals where you just press on. So the pioneering modelers at AMT is just amazing kits, and from the first 1968 version that was lit and ahead of its time. Then we have the 1979 version that was lit and amazing and ahead of its time. When I first saw this one at the toy store, I just went crazy because it was just all my dreams came true because I loved the Enterprise. I had adored Star Trek the Motion Picture. I love Star Trek, and I just, as much as I fell in love with the Enterprise the first time I seen her in a television series, I just fell in love with her again as the refit. She's just, to me, the most beautiful thing on the screen. So this was 1979, and pioneering through the next generation, this one was fiber optics, and this is the Enterprise NCC-1701-D. Excuse me. They did model kits with fiber optics other than the Enterprise incident. I believe AMT had done a Deep Space Nine that was that contained fiber optic lights. As far as I know, I don't remember or recall any other model kit that had fiber optics, but those are a look at the other pioneering model kits that AMT did when it comes to lighting kits for the Enterprise models. And with this one, let me show you some of the pictures of the finished model on the side of the box. Let me show you the look pretty nice. You can see the finished kit. And I apologize for this one, it's obstructed with the some kind of a barcode, probably to keep it from being stolen from the store. It even has the original price tag on it. Retail for $53.99. Some Let me show you the kit number. This would be AMT kit number 8772. Again, this is the fiber optic USS Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation. The other side, as you've seen in the past, it gives you the different country languages, pretty much the same thing. The release date on this kit is 1994. And basically that's it for the box art. The other side shows the same, shows the kit number, and so on. So, this kit, the contents of this kit, this actually has the little drill. Now, what you got to do is, you get the ship, and it's molded in solid plastic. Now, each one of these, let me show you, zoom in on this. Each one of the windows, you can see the little bits of illumination coming from them. They need to be drilled out because the kit is a solid piece. The windows are not open. So you drill each individual window out. The primary hull, the secondary hull as well. Now when it comes to putting the nacelles on and lighting the nacelles, there is a part for the primary, the secondary hull where the connection is between the secondary hull and the nacelles. Now that's just a thin piece of plastic, and what you're recommended to do is you have to dig a trench in the plastic, run the wire, and then fill it in with modeler's putty, and then repaint it. So that's this is like the level. It says the skill level is 3, but the level of difficulty on this model is a little bit higher. That's why I was interested in the clear version, the AMT Enterprise D that came out that's clear, but who knows? We still might end up doing this kit at some point. I just wanted to give you guys information on it because every time I looked for info, there's really not that much on this kit. It does come, the instructions come with a nice big Aztec pattern as well. That shows you the pattern for the paint if you want to Aztec it out. The cable, the fiber optic cable, the reflection pieces. Imagine something that's like aluminum foil but thicker, and it's reflective. That goes on the walls of the inside and it helps disperse the brightness of the bulb. And this is the Starship Enterprise Ncc 1701-D. Of course, this comes after the Enterprise C, and we're introduced to the Next Generation. I believe the first episodes are the encounter at Farpoint. That's when they're actually picking up Commander Riker on their way for their first assignment. And Farpoint Station, if you remember those, I don't remember the exact name what the creatures are called, but they're kind of like big jellyfish in space. And one of them was being held captive, and it was used to power the town that was there. And its mate took offense to that and was attacking the settlement. Make a long story short, the Enterprise did end up feeding it what it needed for energy, and it was able to break orbit, and they left together. But that was Encounter at Farpoint, and that was the first episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. It went on to have several seasons. I believe it was 7 seasons. And the last one was, let's see, I believe it was All Good Things, the 2-part series finale. I could be mistaken, but that was one of my favorite episodes. We see Commander Riker in the alternate timeline where he resurrected the Enterprise, and he puts third nacelle on it, and he's got this huge laser cannon at the bottom, and it's just really, really cool. It's too bad it was an alternate timeline because I really like that Enterprise, the Enterprise D. Admiral Riker's flagship. But anyway, this one is the Next Generation, and the Next Generation has spawned many model kits over the years since its debut, and this is just one that I have not seen a lot of info on, and I wanted to give you guys some information on this model kit. I hope this satisfied your curiosity. If you were wondering what was in the box or the kit or what it looked like when it was finished and some of the tools and materials that came with it, I certainly hope that this satisfied your curiosity. I thank you for watching, and as with all my videos, I conclude with saying I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper.